Every who down in Who Newville liked the holidays a ton. But where to get great prices on gifts, they had no idea. None. They searched and they searched for great gifts under $25. Gifts for spouses and friends and even their toddlers. When suddenly one who shouted, Walmart has what you want, knowing they have Lego, Tree Hut, and low prices to flaunt. So they enjoy the holiday season as who's often do. Cheering and shouting, Walmart has incredible gifts. Who knew? Find gifts they'll love under $25 at Walmart.
Oh, Hilton stay, your beds are soft and cozy. No lumpy couch, no stiff futon, no shower line at crack of dawn. Oh, Hilton stay.
When you want holiday comfort you can count on, it matters where you stay. Enjoy comfortable rooms and friendly service when you stay with Hilton instead. Save up to 25% this season when you book with Hilton. Hilton for the stay. Terms apply.
This show is part of the HeadStuff podcast network.
Lovely stuff.
Hey, lovely.
I tell you what though, folks, that's bloody nice. That is bloody lovely.
Lovely Holly. Lovely touch. Lovely Holly. Lovely touch.
Hello, and you're very welcome to
another episode of
The
Lovely Show. Now, look, we are going remote this week. A few technical issues. As Kevin said, we're out of sync. And my question to you there is, do you think there is a tribute band for NSYNC called Out of Sync? Because that is perfect.
It's a great idea.
If that's not being done, it needs to be.
Yeah, they could be elderly men, very hard of hearing.
Yeah, really play into the out of sync. They don't sing in key or at the same time. I'll go all out with it. I love it.
The drummer is just has no rhythm whatsoever. I think there's a market. I'd go see a load of lads called Out of Sync.
I would absolutely go see that. I've seen one of my friends sent me. They were down. I don't know where they were, and they were out. And there was a Joe Dolan impersonator doing songs.
Beautiful.
This man hadn't even a white suit on him. He had done nothing. He had a full head of hair. Like, I was like, sorry, he was bald. I mean, he was completely bald. And I was like, he looks more like a pit bull act than he does Joe Dolan. And all the women were gathered around him. And I was like, look, I have to give credit to be like, fair play to him going out there spreading the good word of Joe Dolan. But you're doing him a disservice here, man. You could at least put on a wig or get
I think you're bringing
suit.
shame. You're bringing shame to the world of Joe Dolan. In show business, I can only really think of two men maybe three, who rocked the white suit. Joe Dolan, Steve Martin, and Elvis.
Elvis as well, yeah. They're the three big
the holy
ones.
trinity of big entertaining boys.
This would be one not many would know, but Elliott Smith, when he performed at the Oscars for a song he wrote for Good Will Hunting, he wore a white suit and he rocked it as well. But he wouldn't have been known to be wearing a white suit often, so doesn't really count.
I have to give some shout outs. Spotify Wrapped has just landed.
We got a great mention. Well, actually, we have a query in as well from Mark McGovern. We were his number one podcast on Spotify. In total, this year, he spent 25,000 minutes listening to The Lovely Show. And he
Holy Moses.
Oh, yeah, he's a big fan. And
25,000 minutes.
27,000 minutes, 249.
Oh my God.
And he's in the 0.05 of our top listeners.
I think it's fair to say he could be the number
our biggest
one
fan. And he did. When he put up in his stories, he asked, do I get a prize? So I wanted to discuss that with you. Do we give a prize? Is there a hum jobber? There's got to be a little.
We'll have to give him something. We'll have to give him a hum job of some sort.
I'll give him a hum and you give him the job then. That's
I'll give him the job. Yeah, because Pete O'Hanlon from the Stripes. Do you remember the Stripes?
Oh, yes.
Peter Hanlon is in the top 7% of
Incredible.
Lovely. We're his top podcast, but he's only in the 7. He's only in the top 7. McGovern is, I think he's ran away with it. I don't think it's anyone.
League of his own there now.
Yeah, I don't think
but
anyone
you know
comes
what?
close.
Isn't it weird that Spotify didn't ask us to do a pre-recorded message? You know the way they get like your top artists to like have a recorded
I did not know
message?
this.
Oh, so whoever your top artist is, you'll get a message from them saying, "Hey, Spotify, we just want to thank you for being our number 1 fans." So
okay, well, I think we should do it here now.
Okay, right.
Hey, Mark
Mark
McGovern.
McGovern.
I heard that you're one of our top listeners ever, and we just want to give you a big Christmas hug
job.
and a thank you. You are one of the best home jobbers out there, and we wish you a very Merry Christmas.
Yes, and keep humming that job.
100%. See, Taylor
Lovely.
Swift probably does a sort of a vague one for everyone, does she?
Oh, they're all a pre-record from all the big artists. I'm just a bit like, did we just miss that email from Spotify? Because surely they would have asked us for the amount of podcasts that had us as their number 1.
It's probably down to just our very small numbers, Justine, if I'm honest with you.
Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we just missed that email.
Yeah, maybe. Like, we wouldn't be at the level of even
never
like counting crows or something like that. We wouldn't even be at that level, Justine. Sorry to burst your bubble.
I thought we were doing 3 Arena next year.
No. No, it was the TREE, the Tree Arena.
Oh, yeah. Phoenix Park, unplugged.
Yeah, that's the bandstand at the Phoenix Park, the Tree Arena. Come here, what's going on in your world this week? Did you miss me?
Well, come here. It's a long week without you, but there's a bit of news out today, right? And it is about the top most Googled things in Ireland this year.
Hit me with it.
Well, do you want to take a guess of what was the biggest? Think of Irish people. What would be their number 1 biggest concern?
Is Michael D. Higgins all right?
I wish that's what it was. But no.
I think that's what people... I think people would be just checking in on him, just making sure he's A-okay.
Yeah, but this is for the biggest searches in all of 2025. So in the last, say, 2 weeks, that's outdone all the other searches. Although it could happen.
Could happen.
There's a big demand to know.
So
I did see he posted that he's down in his new house in Galway and settling in with the dogs.
Oh, God.
And he said he's looking forward to meeting with old friends and new. He's just perfect. He's just the perfect.
Oh, God, he's an amazing little hobbit of a man.
And he performed at other voices.
Does he live in a normal house?
Well, from the picture, it looked like your standard Irish house now.
Did the door look circular?
I don't think there was a door in the picture. But it was a fairly wooden table.
Was there a wizard smoking a massive pipe in the background?
No, but I don't think that comes up on a photo. I don't think that would come up.
Could have just been Ming Flanagan either. He's down in Galway, isn't he? Frequently smoking a big old pipe.
He's floating around. But the number 1 search thing this year was Storm Owen.
Right, I suppose people looking for information.
People love to know about the weather. So that was our top search. In at number 2 was Catherine Connolly. People trying to do a bit of research before the election, you think.
Yeah.
But that's why it's interesting.
What's she like?
But that's why
who's she dating?
third. But that's why the third biggest search is interesting, because the third biggest search in Ireland this year was how to spoil vote.
Just leave it out of the fridge.
Yeah.
Just leave it in the sun.
Take the lid off
and let it go off. Yeah. Just open your vote just a tiny bit and just leave it out.
Just a little bit. Yeah. It's mad that people needed to Google that though. Like, just go in and don't put anything down on the page if that's what you want to do. Or just don't do that.
A true act of rebellion would be to wipe your arse with your vote. And if you're having to look up how to do that, then lad, you shouldn't even be taking part in politics. How to spoil your vote. And how do you spoil your vote? I'm going to look that up now, actually.
Well, Well, wasn't it the last election? A lot of people.
I mean, I thought it was
had
kind of easy
voted.
enough.
The last election, a lot of people had voted for Dustin the Turkey. I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of the results this year of what the spoiled votes did actually say, but I think a lot of people did put down Jerry Hutch that were spoiling their vote, which is a mental move to make.
Oh, so if you actually go, this is very funny. I typed in how to spoil your vote Ireland, and it led me to a website called spoilthevote.ie.
Stop.
And when you go to it, it just says, there has been a critical error on this website.
Beautiful.
So even the website for Spoil the Vote has been spoiled. They've fucking spoiled themselves.
Oh, never change. That's like, I just love some Irish sites though, because like, you know, I get really bad hay fever, and if you check the pollen count every day, you can know if you're going to need to take extra antihistamines. But there's an Irish website, pollen.ie.
God, you really live on the edge, don't you, Justine?
Oh, I hear now. Like, once my 30s hit, I said, screw this. I'm going rock and roll, baby. But this
hey,
website,
Justine, let's just go to the airport. Let's just get the next flight out of anywhere. Cool. I'm just going to check now first the pollen count, so I know how much antihistamines I have to take before I drive up to the airport. You know what, Justine? On second thoughts, I'm
going to go myself. I might just go on my own.
I might just grab the nearest woman at the airport.
Lovely stuff.
I had an incident in the plane this morning. So I flew back from Portugal this morning, and it was Aer Lingus. Oh yeah, have you noticed that, like, I'm so used to getting Ryanair flights that I'm just used to, like, the bumpiness of it.
Yeah.
And the last flight I took to London, the landing in London and the landing in Dublin, I swear to God, I thought we were crashing.
Yeah.
Like, I gripped the seat in front of me as we hit the ground fucking hard to the point where you're like, I think the pilot was drinking. And the lad beside me started praying in Spanish and, like, blessing himself. And I was like, oh, I wish it was religious. And then I was kind of hoping that he'd pray a bit for me. And I was kind of like, I was nodding him like, you know, like, you say a bit
Keep
for
me
me.
in
Like,
your thoughts, won't you? Yeah. Throw us in and I will Hail Mary while you're at it.
Just throw us in and pray for me. But then I suppose, like, look at if he's praying, he's kind of praying for the plane, so he's praying for us all.
Yeah.
But anyway, but then the Aer Lingus one, it was just like, it landed just like a really soft, like a bum into a bath.
Yeah.
It was a really, really soft landing. And I was like, oh yeah, this is what flying is. I totally forgot. It wasn't traumatic at all. But anyway, so when I got on the Aer Lingus flight today, I was sitting by the window, and then right beside me was a tiny baby. I'm not sure where they were from. Probably Portuguese. A tiny boy child who's probably about 2 or maybe 3. And then his mammy was sitting beside him. And the boy, like, did not want to settle down. Like, I just knew he was going to be kicking me and crying, like, the whole journey. But, like, it was fine. I wasn't annoyed or anything.
Do you not take that? I sometimes get too weird in my head and I think this baby's from the future and he knows something we don't know about this plane and that's why he's screaming to get off.
You think, like, he's a Final Destination baby?
He's a baby that knows something we don't.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this baby does not want to settle down and get this flight on the road. What does he know? What does this baby know?
Check engine number 4. Engine 4 will blow. But the baby was like, he didn't want to be in his buckle, and he was just like, he was just like a wild animal. And then the mother was beside him, and then across the aisle was the father. And, like, I'm fairly certain it was the father, the way they were talking to each other. And the father and the mother was talking away. And I said to the father, I was like, you know the way, like, it's more expensive to sit together.
Yes.
And, like, sometimes families will say, hey, do you mind if we actually swap seats so I can sit with my family?
Yeah.
So I said to the dad, I was like, oh, like, do you want to swap with me so you can sit with your wife and your child? And the father just went, no, I go sleep.
Oh my God.
And he just like put his head back as his child
God.
Just like kicked me and his mother for the entire flight. And the father's just like, no, I go sleep.
You take this one, man.
You're grand. Cheers for the offer.
Oh my God. That's incredible.
But he was grand. But I was watching I Think You Should Leave.
Oh yeah.
The young lad started watching that with me. So watched Tim Robinson sketches, me and a 2-year-old. It's Portuguese boy.
Glorious. It is though, yeah. The differences between Aer Lingus and Ryanair. It's but like the more I fly lately, flights are just getting spookier. I swear to God, they're getting more and more. You hear more and more about flights where it's like the whole cabin is in smoke and they have to emergency land. There's a lot more emergency landings the last few years. That kind of puts me off. Yeah. I think they're like, we figured out this flying thing. We can cut a few corners now. And I'm like, Ryanair are already taking the piss with that. No other airline needs to be.
At the same time, I don't like giving out about Ryanair too much because, I mean, like, it's cheap as chips. You can't really complain about things that are cheap as chips.
No.
You know?
Like, you get to your destination in the end.
Yeah.
You know?
We'd all like to go back to the 70s where you could smoke fags.
Oh, completely. Doesn't it break your heart now when you see... When you still see the planes that have ashtrays on them, it breaks my heart. The poor thing, never used.
It also makes me question just how old this fucking plane is.
That's the thing. You're like, whoa. Well, if we had ashtrays on this, oh fuck. This plane is older than me. I don't like my odds here.
Yeah, I wouldn't get up on something. Sorry, that sounds weird. That's not what I meant to say. I wouldn't get up on something your age now, Justine. Funny enough, we were sent 2 stories from 2 separate Canadians, but it was essentially the same story.
Oh my God.
Remember we were talking about the lads stealing the bus?
Yes.
So we got 2 emails from 2 separate Canadians, David Patterson and Jack Nolan, who are fans of the podcast. And they told us, hello from Canada. How are you, lads? Last week, this is from the 16th of November. Just last week, we had a similar bus stealing episode. We were talking about that lad in Donegal, wasn't it?
Took the bus and drove the whole way home to Dublin.
No, scratch on it. Left it in Sheriff Street. Fair play to him. They had a similar bus stealing episode in Hamilton, Ontario. This being Canada, the thief followed the bus route, picked up and let off passengers, and even denied somebody a ride because the pass was expired.
Oh,
isn't that a very Canadian?
God.
Isn't that a very Canadian robbery?
Oh my God. See, that's the thing, because that's what we were saying about the Dublin one, that they were like, oh, he didn't even, like, did he stop on the routes along the way? No, he was on a one-man mission. But this guy in Canada was like, you know what? If I'm doing it, I may as well bring everyone on board.
I might as well do the job.
So am I going that way anyway?
Fair play to him.
But do you think maybe he just wanted to be a bus driver and he was just taking it for a test drive to see if it'd suit him?
Yeah.
Because I have to say, you know the way since they've updated Dublin Bus and you now get out the middle door to get off. I mean, it's great for crowds, but I kind of miss getting to give the bus driver a nod and look directly into his eyes and say thank you. Because I don't know. I'd love to ask, or if there's any bus drivers listening, will you please let me know, do you enjoy the people that are roaring up from middle of the bus now saying thanks? Because that would bother me.
Is it nice to be shouted thank you?
Yeah.
That is the question.
From far away.
Yeah, a far roar of a thank you. Because a lot of them sound aggressive.
They do. Because you're trying to be heard by the bus driver. And I'm like, he has a protective screen in front of him as well. I don't think he's hearing anything. And he has the radio blaring and he's dead right. Yeah,
maybe if there's some sort of mirror system where you could see, or even like a digital, if they had an iPad where you have a little screen.
Yeah, like in the airports with the smiles.
What about this idea? So you've got that little smiling system.
Okay.
And this, if you hit, you're very, very happy. That releases a tiny drop of some, if it's hooked up to the veins of the bus driver. The bus driver's, if the bus driver's
really
on a drip.
Non-invasive procedure here. This sounds good.
the bus driver's on a drip, and every time you hit smile, it releases like just a little dopamine hit or
drugs. Because the bus driver's on drugs.
Not something that would impede his driving, but something that just gives him a little, like a tiny microdose of ecstasy or something.
Yeah, or it taps it into a bottle beside him that he can have at the end of his shift. So it could be a little sub-bean of a pint gets poured into this, and he can have it at the end of the shift. Second he clocks off, there's a pint already waiting for him.
I would give anything for... Do you remember the... I think I seen it on Irish Picker. It was a whiskey dispenser, like a coin-operated Jameson dispenser.
Oh my God, no.
Have you ever seen this?
No. So what? You put a coin into it?
Yeah, the same way as, like a cigarette dispenser.
Yeah.
Oh my God, let me see, can I find it?
I'm sorry, they have this where?
It's a vintage Irish whiskey vending machine. That's what it looks like there.
Oh my God, I want that in my house.
I know. So in select place in the 70s, you could literally take one for the road. If your drink was Jameson, that is. The so-called Night Ender.
Oh my God.
It was called the Night Ender, which is a great name for a superhero.
Yeah.
Night Ender. A whiskey dispensing machine was manufactured in 1971, installed in a few pubs, shops and offices.
Oh, fucking hell.
Back in 2017, Rare Irish Stuff, the online store specialised in antique and unusual items, had the good fortune to learn of the Night Enders and purchase a number of the dead stock from the supplier. So how do these beauties work? This is the irishcentral.com, by the way.
It just says magic.
The vending machines were designed to dispense a measure of whiskey into a glass on a coin-operated basis. Insert key above and turn clockwise. Check that optic is full and the sold-out light is not illuminated. Place glass on rest under drink required. Insert correct coins. So it was designed for public places. There's a little video
does
over
it
here.
mean turnkey as in on the machine, or did people have to use their actual key? In which case, oh my God, I'm just picturing people with their fucking car keys, and it should not be happening at all.
No, I imagine like it's a little twisty.
On the machine itself, okay.
So Justine, how much would you pay for something like this?
I think that's an incredible vintage item. Like, you're never going to see them made again.
No.
Okay, if I'm being realistic, if I'm being honest here, what would I pay for that? It'd have to be, a centerpiece. If I ever owned a house, I'd be like, this is going to get center stage. It's a talking piece as well. Question, can I still buy things to put into it? Or does it have to sit there unable to be used?
I don't believe...
that would change my price.
No, I don't believe like there's fucking Jameson capsules or Jameson pods. I'd say it's just like you pour in a full bottle into it, like a coffee machine. What would you pay for this? Come on.
$5,000.
Oh, Jesus. Jesus Christ, Justine. That's way more than what it's worth. So in 2017, it went for €795.
In 2019?
2017, it went for 795. Yes.
But surely that's an insane item to own. Like, give it a couple of years, that'll be worth way more. I only said $5,000 because I expected it to actually be 15 or 20.
Yeah.
Genuinely, because they don't. That's a discontinued item that is quite iconic.
And do you know what? It's actually a beautiful piece.
That's when you showed me the picture of it, the Night Ender written on it. Oh my God. I swear to God, whoever bought that, hold on to it another 10 years, and I'm telling you, you'll get 10-15 grand easily for it.
Oh my God, Justine. Oh my God. There's one for 320.
You're joking.
In 2020.
What?
One went for €320.
Come here, if we split it.
We need to get one for the office. Oh, I'd 100% go halves on a bastard like that. Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
Top 40 or Die Trying. The true story of one man's attempt to have a top 40 hit single somewhere, anywhere in the world, before turning 40 years of age. So far, your host, Shane Vincent McDermott, has gone after Taylor Swift's crowd with an LGBTQ country and western song, tried taking down the Cabin Crew with some misery-core drum and bass, and penned a thinly veiled threat towards Ed Sheeran, which nearly got him sued.
It's Ireland for the Irish, no room for ye Brits. We're a country proud, we say it proud,
And yet, somehow, commercial success has been less than forthcoming. But in this week's final episode, Shane makes one last push by trying to crack the Christmas song market and simultaneously attempting to find world peace. Top 40 or Die Trying is available now on HeadStuff Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
This episode is brought to you by LinkedIn. Psst, healthcare pros, word's out, and it's too good to keep quiet. Look, LinkedIn is revolutionizing job hunting, making it possible to search by specialty, shift preference, and salary. Endless scrolling is out. Whether it's a mental health therapist or dental hygienist, finding the perfect role is faster and easier than ever. Head to linkedin.com/healthcare and start your search today.
I had another story there that I thought you might be interested in.
Go on.
In the weird and wild world of China.
Okay.
Condoms and contraceptives have become more expensive in China as Beijing accelerates push to lift birth rate.
This is the thing. They wanted... So, I know I've read books on dating around the world, and I know China's always mentioned where they actually for a while had brought in a system from government that you would be given money to take someone on a date. You were given an allowance as a single person, money just to encourage you to go out and date.
So they're removing the tax exemption for johnnies that was applied during the one-child policy because nobody's having babies in China.
Yeah.
So they're making johnnies cheaper. How does that help things?
They're making it more expensive. They're removing the tax exemption. So the tax exemption means that it's going to be taxed.
Oh, right.
If I understood that correctly.
Condoms and other contraceptive products are likely to become more expensive in China from next month. See, I don't know does stuff like that really work. It's not like you go like, how much are johnnies? What? No. €7? Well, I'm just going to have a child now. You might as well.
That seems cheaper in the long run, right?
Well, first of all, we don't have to pay anything for 9 months. Then we
that
just
gives us time to save.
That gives us a lot of time to save. Then we just have to support it for the next 18 to 30 years.
Yeah, that's
depending on how independent this baby will become.
I'm going to put my night ender up for sale. I think I'll get a good bid on it. So we'll make a couple bob off of that. And that'll be the baby's college fund.
Yeah, that's... Think about the amount of money we will make from the night ender if we're giving away shots of Jameson at 20p each.
Yeah, I don't think that would... Like, I don't know, unless they brought into... You're saying there it's just johnnies, though, because if it's contraceptive as a whole, like if it's affecting birth control, pills, and that aspect of things as well, that's not cool.
No. Doesn't say the word johnnies.
But yeah, I don't think that would deter me somehow now. I don't think that would be a strong enough deterrent.
Feels like the Chinese have really painted themselves into a corner with this one.
They have, but I think the whole one-child limit was because of lack of actual housing and space to put people at the time. Whereas now they're having the opposite problem and they're going to have a generational kind of gap where you're just not going to have, you know,
too many old people, not enough young people.
Yeah. So yeah, well, I mean, I know if I go to China, I'll just bring my own supply. That's what I'm hearing here, basically.
I'd say you'd be able to date like crazy in China. I'd say they wouldn't know what hit you.
I know, and if I bring my own johnnies with me, they'd be like, "Oh my, wow!
Oh my god,
we're saving money."
I like the idea of you having them like on a belt across your chest, like a bandolero.
I have one in my bag,
like a Mexican cowboy, just across your chest like this.
I have one in my bag now. It's a novelty one, but I it just has a picture of Mr. Bean on it, and it says,
Do you know what's a great... Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just getting it.
Do you know what's a great contraceptive?
Go on, doing
A
that.
picture of Mr. Bean.
I don't think that was an accident now to put Mr. Bean on it somehow.
I couldn't think of somebody less sexy to put on a Johnny. Oh, Jesus. Jesus
it says,
Christ.
Lick my bean.
And it's a picture of Rowan Atkinson.
And it's
staring,
from
down the lens.
It's from a company called Kissy Bang Bang Condoms.
I would not
trust that. No. This says electronically tested. That doesn't sound right. What the fuck how do you electronically test a Johnny?
You know when R2-D2 is going to open up a door in Star Wars? He is a little lad that comes out like this. I'd say they probably stick it on one of them and
surely that's
around.
at risk of piercing the fucking thing.
He probably has soft attachment, I imagine.
Well, I'd never in a million years use that. It's just a funny...
No, that
funny,
looks like it was made in like a shared flat.
Oh, gotcha.
With a load of lads on Freshers' Week. I would not trust that company whatsoever.
To be honest, if I'm trying to put someone off of me, I'd show them that and then they'd run a mile. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like my pepper spray.
So a lad is coming up to you.
Yeah.
But you want nothing to do with them. What are you going to do? You're going to whip it out and say what?
I think it speaks for itself.
You go, all right, lad, stick that on. I'll be in 5 minutes.
Maybe I just go, ta-doo!
God, it must be awful. Obviously, Mr. Bean is one of the most popular faces of comedy around the world.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And he had the genius idea of having Mr. Bean not talk.
Incredible.
You could sell
Universal.
him to any country. It doesn't need translation. However, you'd never ever be seen as a sexual being ever again. A sexual being.
Yes, yeah.
I'd say it'd be very hard for him to like be sexy in front of his wife, you know?
Well, I mean, have you looked into Rowan Atkinson?
Not really.
Okay, well, he's doing all right.
Why?
Do you not know James Acaster's girlfriend broke up with him to be with Rowan Atkinson?
Holy shit, I did. And I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Rowan Atkinson's okay.
James Acaster's girlfriend broke up with him.
Yeah.
To be with Mr. Bean. What's that going to do to your psyche?
Completely. Especially like to go to another comedian. Oh God, I'd be broken. I'd be fucking broken.
A comedian the same age as your dad who plays Mr. Bean.
That you undoubtedly grew up loving, without a shadow of a doubt. Like who doesn't love Mr. Bean and remember him fondly? How are you meant to feel? Because this is a childhood hero and now he's with your ex-girlfriend.
Wow. So recreating that head in the turkey scene.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, if a man is willing to do that, he's willing to do anything. He's willing to go anywhere, Justine.
Oh my God.
Maybe that's what she saw. She was like, I know just by looking at Mr. Bean, he is a curious and generous lover.
I'd love to know, you know, the way like I always reference, Crash Bandicoot. I wonder, was Mr. Bean anyone's sexual awakening? Specifically that scene.
Do you remember the episode where he paints the entire house?
Oh, yeah. Oh, took a second. Now I get it.
There's just a perfect outline print of James Acaster's girlfriend against the wallpaper.
Oh God.
Oh Lord.
But it must be weird for him, or like it's so fucking weird to think of Rowan Atkinson being used, like his image, his face is on Johnnies. Like that's fucking mental.
Would you like to be that famous?
No, do you remember JLS? I don't know what happened with your ex back in the 2011? It could have been earlier. They had JLS do a campaign on Durex and you could get one of the lads from JLS on your Durex, Johnny.
Again, see, I think these are products that don't really need.
Exactly. It's like
They
someone
don't
put up the
need,
other
like,
day.
salesmen.
Someone put up the other day, and it was like, I've never seen this in my life because they clearly don't do it in Ireland because they fucking know better. But it's tampons where each of the tampons has a like quote of inspiration, being like, "You're fearless, you've got this." I'm like, lads, and you know right well, a fucking man made that. That's the other thing that kills me about it. I'm like, there's no hope in hell a woman did that, because if a woman had put the slogans on, it would have been like, kill, do it.
So they're actually written on the tampon.
It's on the like paper casing around it. So just before you rip it open, you have a lovely, like that's the most insulting thing, truly, because you know your hormones are so all over the shop. You feel on edge and like raging. If I saw that in that moment, I would be fuming. That's like penguin bars with jokes. Put fucking jokes on them. Go all out.
It reminds me of a joke. Man goes home to his wife. He said, "I've got a surprise for you." And he takes down his trousers and he's got the words "I love you" tattooed on his penis. And she says, "Stop trying to put words on my mouth." Yeah, words on a tampon, unnecessary.
If I was asked to be the face.
I think condoms, tampons, they're in the same realm as airbags.
Just unnecessary.
Or seatbelts.
Yeah, they're or toilet roll. We don't need to sell this. Who's not buying toilet roll? Do you know what I mean? Like, we don't need to have Wayne Rooney on the front of it or David Beckham. Like, what the fuck? Like,
toilet roll sales are down. Get me Wayne Rooney.
Lovely stuff.
I actually saw an interesting thing here during the week, and it's people talking about the best excuses they've ever heard for not coming into work.
Yeah.
Which some of them are glorious. One from a colleague, he just came in the door and said, "Sorry, the wind was against me." As if the reason he couldn't make it in, the wind.
No, first of all,
so vague.
First of all, was his workplace on a tiny island?
Does he work in a windmill?
Like, did he have to sail to work? Because that, I think,
these are all in Ireland, by the way. So
okay.
I don't know, unless they haven't specified. He was on the mainland. He was on the mainland.
Okay, that's a poor enough excuse. Yeah, the wind is against me. Do you know what? I love the beauty of that. I feel like
it's so.
I feel
vague,
like any Irish person would let you away with that. Just like,
totally.
Go on, you puppy.
Because it's a fucking poetic sentence all the same. Like, the wind was against me. It's beautiful.
The wind was against me.
It was against me. Then another person said their excuse was, "I didn't have any clothes. They were in the washing machine." So I have to wait for the tumble dryer to finish.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been there. I've honestly been there where, like, I've got 3 pairs of trousers and somehow they're all in the washing machine together. I can't leave the fucking house. I'll have to wear my school uniform or something. I like that one.
This one now is, oh my God, I can't imagine ringing and saying this out loud to someone. I once rang work to say I was going to be late because there was a stray dog loose in my driveway and I was too scared to leave the house until it went away. Now they said, which was true, I used to be afraid of dogs. Fair enough. If you are.
I like how old-fashioned these seemed. These, like,
it's like
a beast, the wind, just not having any clothes. A lot of these could come from, 400, 500 years ago.
Yeah.
There was a loose beast on the moors.
This is another one. Following on from the clothes one. He said his trousers got wet walking home from work in the rain the day before and they hadn't dried out yet. The following day, he only owns 1 pair of trousers, this fella. I suppose if you've a work uniform. If you've lived in a very damp house, I remember living in a damp house where you could not dry fucking clothes. Oh, Jesus, throw out. Fucking hell. But I'm saying,
so that,
it's
again,
the idea
is a valid
that he
excuse.
only owns 1 pair of trousers that I'm perplexed by.
See, all of these excuses seem like excuses by men roughly aged 24 or 5. Just men who haven't fully figured out life yet.
In fairness, I only had one pair of trousers when I worked at McDonald's. So and you'd be working days where fucking ketchup and everything's getting on them, and you're like, am I meant to go home and wash these and be able to wear them in? So if I was in that scenario, I'd have to say that as the excuse.
There you go.
So it could happen.
My go-to excuse used to be, I'm sorry, I can't come into work today. I've got a bowel infection.
You see, you give enough details there without going any further into it. And no one wants to talk about the bowels.
Nobody wants to hear any more information. You always get this reaction. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Right,
say
well,
no
look
more.
at. Please say no more. What was your one?
I remember mine. I rarely now would have been a skiver from work. There was though one time I did, and in fairness, I did. I got a letter that I had to do jury duty, but I said the jury duty and I did it. But then I got released after a day and a half. But sure, I said it went on the full week, so I took a full week off.
Nice. I like the idea of you
can't question jury duty. I did it. It's just like, well, I finished on Tuesday, but fuck it. Let's make a week of it.
I like the idea of you just doing a 12 Angry Men job on that, where you just prolonging this case for a full week.
It's a very simple black and white case. I'm like, but can we just jump to assumptions here now, lads? Does he owe the parking fine, or can we be sure it is his car that this fine is?
So the knife was found in his car, and the bloody gloves were found on the scene. I don't know, lads. It could be anyone. Maybe shall we all have bloody gloves lying around the place?
Should we take lunch? Should we take lunch and think about it? Or we'll take the day even. Bloody take the day and we'll think about it.
That's a good one.
So that was the best one I probably used. But I only used it once because I was like, I'm not... I don't know how often you can be called for jury duty, but I was like, it's not going to be believable, this one again. But I saw the opportunity that I can get a full week out of this, and I ran with it, and it was great.
No, I never wanted to do jury duty. I don't think I'd like that level of responsibility. I didn't myself.
Enjoy it now. I mean, I was in my mid-20s. I didn't feel like I had the sense on any of this stuff. It was a huge responsibility.
I think I'd be prejudiced if I saw somebody and I was like, I just don't like this lad. I'd be like,
but that's
guilty.
the problem with the fucking justice system, because even when I was in there, you can veto up to, I don't know if it depends on the case, but on the day I was there, they could each veto up to 4 people. And because of this specific case, they were vetoing jury members, both solicitors, because they were like, I know this person won't think he's guilty, or this person is going to think he's guilty, by like, say, an older person, or different just different things that they're like, nah, I don't like to look like he's not going to go for my client. That's so fucking wrong.
Yeah. Well, I mean, after watching The Traitors Ireland, I completely lost faith in the Irish justice system. I was like, we're actually not very good at seeing who's guilty and who's innocent at all. We're actually really quite poor at assessing information and making judgment calls.
But if you thought we were bad, the celebrity traitors in the UK, I don't know if you watched that, but man, it was clear as day who the traitors were, and they were all... Do you know, in the end, they were saying, I don't want it to be them, though, so I don't want to vote for them, because I don't want it to be them. Even though they knew right well it was Alan Carr. They were, spoiler alert, but they were like, I don't want to vote for, just because I wouldn't like it to be him. Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically...
That logic is flawed. That logic is very, very flawed.
That would ruin every courtroom drama. Yeah. Just like, God, I don't know.
I don't want them to be guilty, though. Oh, I don't want them to be guilty. What? Like, Jesus Christ. What are we doing here?
If you were to get away with a crime, how would you do it?
Well, I honestly believe I'm an incredibly honest person, and if I committed a crime, Kevin, I'd have to put my hands up. You know, I try to live my life not committing crimes. Well, big ones, you know. We all commit little crimes here and there, don't we? You know yourself. But no, I don't think I'd be able to. The conscience, I have a fucking shocking conscience. The guilt I'd be gone in a week. Like I'd have.
I think you've got probably too much. You've got too much conscience.
I do.
I think
yeah,
you
I
take
do.
some of yours and spread around the place.
Oh, it would be great. Like, it would be a huge weight off my shoulders, because it takes up an awful lot of space in your head the whole time.
I think I'd stab somebody with a shard of ice.
Oh, you see that a lot, yeah. In the
the
murder
ice would
mystery
be
games I play. I've not really seen it in real
Oh,
life
really?
crimes, but I have in murder mystery games. It's come up a lot.
And then I would use their phone. You know, the people who have... I'd only murder somebody who's got the Face ID on their phone.
So how would you know that in advance? You'd have to know your victim.
I'd probably ask them, yeah. Have you got Face ID on your phone? Yeah. Cool. Stab.
Have a nice day.
Then I would just tweet something like very positive about me. Like, do you know who I love and doesn't get near enough praise? Kevin McGarren. I think he's a lovely fella.
Okay, and you don't think that's in any way suspicious? That's interesting.
No, because then my next message would be like, I'd throw suspicion onto one of my other enemies. And I'd say, I'm just going for a quiet meal in the woods with blank blank. So if anyone doesn't hear anything from me, that's the last person I sent it. He seems angry, but we'll see how it goes. Bye. So not only am I getting rid of one of my enemies, but I'm also throwing another one into the mix as well. So I'm kind of getting two birds stoned at once, you know?
Yeah. I do believe I've seen shows now where they've looked into someone who has tried to do that, and it's always become apparently obvious the person who's tried to cover their tracks on someone else's social media is the prime suspect in the end.
Well,
but who knows?
I can't
You
do
could
it
get
now,
the
obviously.
traitors as your jury, so you could be fine. Like,
There you go.
I know Kevin's a good. He did Uncloaked, you see, and he's a good dad. He wouldn't. No, I know Kevin.
I don't want it to be him.
No, I don't want it to be Kevin.
He's
now.
covered in blood. And
Especially if we get, especially when series 2 comes around, because God, who then will host it? No, we like Kevin. We'd want him back.
I'd also bury them in a very, very deep hole. None of this shallow grave nonsense
Jesus,
that
no.
I hear about.
Sure, a storm comes along and that'll all come up.
Or even a hungry dog, a curious dog. You want to dig it so deep that if a dog does smell it, he's just going to give up. He's going to get down a couple of feet and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm actually wrecked.
Yeah.
That's how I do it, I think. Throw a bit of suspicion the other way.
Place, yeah.
Yeah, well, I know. We'd love to hear how you would kill somebody and get rid of the body, please.
Yes, or please tell us what excuses you have used or heard to get out of going to work.
Yeah, your worst work excuses.
Worst or best? I'd like some creative ones.
Worst
too.
or best. Also, for our Christmas show on the 16th of December in the Workman's Club, tickets are available. We've got a few messages of people saying that all of the HeadStuff Plus tickets apparently are sold out, but we are working on releasing more.
Yes.
Because
so you
HeadStuff
get the
Plus
discount
people,
on them.
Yeah, they should be taken extra care of because they put in the little bit extra.
Oh, yeah.
Not that we don't appreciate all our listeners.
All of our listeners. Absolutely.
But for that live show, yeah, we'd like to hear some of your Christmas stories. Please get in touch with all of your Christmas stories, both positive, negative. But please keep them light. I don't want to hear that, Santi touching you inappropriately in a shopping centre. Unless, as I said, you all had a big laugh at the end of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Lovely Show podcast at gmail.com.
Send them
Folks,
in.
you have been lovely. Justine,
Absolutely
next time
lovely.
you hear us, we will be face to face and in sync.
We will. Yes.
Unlike at the beginning of this podcast.
I think we pulled it together there. I didn't notice much of a delay. Yeah.
No. All right, home jobbers. We'll talk to you all soon. Look.
Good luck.
Wonderful, aren't they? So talented. They'd make you sick.
This show is part of the HeadStuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with HeadStuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.